See that bag? See those nickels? You know what that means, don't you? How y'all doing? This is Brian from Change is Good. In this video, we'll be going through another $200 bag of nickels. That's 4,000 nickels. Of course, you know the routine. Before we get started, we're going to cut this bag open and make a nice shiny pile. Aren't they shiny? We'll be looking for V nickels, buffalo nickels, silver, wartime nickels, anything from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and the year 2009. We'll also be looking for proofs, NIFCs, or coins not intended for circulation, foreign coins, mint errors, and varieties such as double dies and repunched mint marks. When this pile is gone, I'll be back with a recap of the finds. The shiny pile is gone, and it gave us some goodies. First up, we had a pair of buffalo nickels. Unfortunately, neither one of them had a readable date. And if you're curious, the one on the left is a Philadelphia, and the one on the right is a San Francisco. We also had two silver wartime nickels, a 1943p and a 1945p. We also had a 1963p proof, and it's not in bad shape either. We also had one foreign coin. This one is a Canadian nickel from the year 1993. Hey, Beaver. We had four from the year 2009, and they have a low mintage and sell for between $2 and $3 a piece on eBay. They're definitely worth pulling out. And here are our finds from the 30s, two 1939s. I haven't checked for mint marks yet, but I have weighed them, so I know they're not Henning nickels. If they have a mint mark, they're a key date. Let's find out now. Philadelphia. Another Philadelphia. Now let's go to the 40s. And here are our finds in the 40s. We have 1940p, 1940D, 1940S, 41p, 42p, 46p, no Henning nickels, 46D, 47D, 47S, and 1948. Let's check this 48 for an S mint mark. Okay, if this 1948 has an S mint mark, it's a semi-key date. Let's see what we get here. A Denver. We got close. And here are the finds from the 50s. We have a 1951, which we'll check for an S mint mark later. We have 1952p, 52D, 53p, 54p, 54D, 1955, which we'll check for Philadelphia later, 1956D, 57D, 58D, and 59D. Okay, if this 1951 has an S mint mark, it's a semi-key date. Let's see what happens. It's a Denver. So close, but so far. And here we have the 1955s. If they have no mint mark, they're a semi-key date. First one's a Denver. And the second one is also a Denver. Well, that's how it goes. Now let's go to the scope for some other finds. First up, we have the reverse of a 2022p. On this example, you can see a large die crack that runs from the rim all the way through the lower left corner of the building. This would probably sell for between $2 and $3 on eBay. Not bad for a nickel. And here we have the reverse of a 2015p. On this example, you can see a large die crack that runs from the lower right corner of the building all the way to the rim. Again, this is about a $2 to $3 coin on eBay. Next up, we have the reverse of a 2006p. On this example, you can see a massive die chip here on the left side of the building. This has been nicknamed a beehive or hornet's nest error. But this example also has die chipping in the letter M, at the bottom of the F, the bottom of the I, and in letter T in the word cents. Coins like this often sell for between $3 and $7 on eBay. Now let's do some varieties. Here we have the reverse of a 2012p. On this example, you can see a large doubled area here at the upper left corner of the central doorway. I couldn't find any matches for this example on the variety website, so it's possibly a new variety. Now for comparison, here we have the reverse of a regular 2022p. Look at the lettering here in the word United, the M, the O, and the word 5. And compare this example to this example here. If you look at the top of the word United, you can see heavy doubling all the way across. The letter M is also thicker, and so is the O. And there's also heavy doubling at the bottom of the word 5. The doubling continues across the top of the word States and the bottom of the word Cents. There is also heavy doubling inside the right side of the left window, the right side of the left doorway, and the left side of the building. And strangely enough, I couldn't find a match for this one either, so it seems to be a new variety, and it's actually more impressive than the ones listed. The doubling on this coin is ridiculous. Now let's do one more. And last up, we have the reverse of a 1981D. On this example, you can see doubling across the top and bottom of the word United, the top and bottom of the word States of, and across the top and bottom of the word America. Here's a close-up shot so you can see the splitting at the bottom of the lettering. You can also see some die scratches here below the word 5. These are die markers for this variety. There is also a small die crack over here at the lower right corner of the building. This is another die marker for this variety. This is WDDR-002 on briansvarietycoins.com. This is a cool find. Now let's do a recap of the hunt. Now this is why I love hunting nickels. We had 2 buffaloes, 2 silver wartime nickels, a proof, a foreign coin, some 2009s, a bunch of 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and some nice mintaries and varieties. And although we had a lot of different finds, my favorite find of the hunt was a 1981 D double die. That is the first double die I've ever found on a 1980s nickel. Let me know what your favorite find was in the comments. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it made you want to reincarnate as a nickel slot machine, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of the finds in this video, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back with you. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story, and some of those stories have a beginning that remains a mystery. I'll see y'all next time.